It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles' star linebacker, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Eagles and the Saints coming up next.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week.
The former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's Corral on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here we go with Kamara. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Connor up the middle. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop it right at the line. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Corral. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all total. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're in.
Get a mulligan then on that 1st drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little better, my partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Saints will have the football back. Good starting field. Here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 3rd down, Corral. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Corral sets up play action. On the move to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight line.
Time coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Corral. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action here. Corral. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there taken in by Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 17 yards and an Eagle 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Saints going to call the right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off the play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
A final shot before the half for Corral.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, an NFC South matchup between Atlanta and Carolina. And just a field goal separating these two sides as they've gone to halftime. Michael Thomas, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check out their numbers on the ground.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Corral sets up play action.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Corral.
He's got it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Wilson.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. It's caught, Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. On first and 10, it's Wilson.
Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jalen Waddle
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another two.
Back now here live in New Orleans, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Here's Corral.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive had 4 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to run now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw again is Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Carlson down and the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here.
Offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be discussed heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, Wilson. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. These guys will be free now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for New Orleans, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week.